Hi Virgo, welcome to your April 2018 general reading. My name is Donatella and I will be doing your tarot reading today. But before we start, let me go a little bit over what is going on with astrology. Well, right now Scorpio is in Jupiter, and what that means is Scorpio is the planet of money, power, sex, and secrets. Scorpio has been in Jupiter ever since October 10th, 2017, and it will be leaving November 18th, 2018. It will Jupiter will stay with Scorpio for a whole year. Jupiter visits every single sign for a whole year. And what happens is it's like it works like a cycle. The year that it's in, it'll basically be a launching pad for the next 12 years. And then it moves on to the next sign and it launches off something else as it goes every single year into a new sign. So Scorpio, like I said, Scorpio represents money, power, sex, and secrets. I don't know if you noticed, but you know, like with all the news and the tabloids, with everything going on with, you know, Harvey Weinstein and people, you know, talking about things that you would never hear before. And now all this taboo stuff is out, and before you know it, you know, it's out there everywhere. And the reason why this is happening is it's kind of like a time where everything is releasing, so that way we have room to manifest. Sometimes you have to let go of things in order to create something great. And letting go sometimes can mean, yeah, people or material things in your life, but it can also mean like letting go the frustration and the anger that we have in ourselves. And that's really important. You have to understand this year what commitment and ownership means to you. As far as the person that you're with, as far as the debt that you have, what are you committed to for the next 12 years? Write yourself a story. Write yourself a destination of where you want to be in 12 years, because that's what Scorpio is going to do. The reason why Scorpio and Jupiter are together at this moment right now is it's going to make you really analyze everything. It's going to make you analyze your work environment, your employer, the employees around you, your routine, your hygiene, everything. It's going to make you really analyze everything about yourself, and it's going to also make you see how you're coming across too. Like, you're going to realize a lot of things about yourself. In the beginning of April, from the 1st to the 15th, Mercury is still in retrograde, so it's still causing communication issues. So try to be really clear with what you want. Try to be patient as much as you can. If you don't understand something, you know, feel free to ask before there's any misunderstanding. And remember, you don't want to start anything officially new until after Mercury retrograde, and that's going to be after April 15th. So after April 15th, you could really start communicating what you want and, you know, start the engine going. You're gonna, during this month in April, you're gonna notice how you project your temperament, your behavior, the way you react, and how your appearance is, because the sun is in the first house, and the first house represents self. So when the sun is in Aries, Aries was meant to be here to teach us the importance of self, how we survive on our own, how we can flourish on our own. I mean, it's still great, Virgo, to have the help and assistance of others, but when it's during the Aries time, it's really like finding that fire and passion in ourselves and creating something that is much bigger than our original idea, much bigger than our original thought. February was a time of contemplation, and it was a time of thinking about, you know, what has been in our life, what is working, what is not working. You know, it's really made us think about, like, really how life is. It's really made us analyze about how people are and how things work. So from understanding all of this, now is the time to start making a list of everything that you want in your life. So if you start seeing that there's abundance of money right now at this time, maybe it's not the time to really start thinking about spending it, even though it's like something that you really want to do. Because there's going to be a time, you know, and it's usually around September, October time. That's the time of harvest. So if there's something that is very special for you during around that time, maybe you want to plan a trip, maybe you want to plan a vacation, maybe you want to plan a marriage, maybe there's an anniversary or something, or maybe there's a business that you've always wanted to do on the side, or maybe there's something that you need to start. You just always have to remember that there's going to be a period of harvesting time. So if you have those, you know, those extra savings there for that specific thing that you want to do, a project that you would help you in the future, that would be something great to actually think about. Think about a routine that you can have. If you can manifest the most perfect life that you would want, like what would that routine look like? What would that project look like? Really picture it in your mind what you want, because after April 15th, you can actually create the map for it. You can start creating the blueprint. You're not going to actually, you know, create it just yet, but just thinking about this now can actually really push you to start really creating something magical for yourself. I'm going to go ahead and start with the readings. And the first card that I have is the Five of Swords. And it's reversed. And to me, I feel like it's telling me that you feel like somebody got away with something. Like either, it's like you're accepting it. It's like, it's not like they did it on purpose where they're taking. I want to say that they're taking from you, but it's like you're not saying anything, and maybe you're saying something, but you're not really saying all of it. But it's just like this feeling of like they got what they wanted, and then it's like it didn't even pan out for them anyway. Like, not pan out, like, what I'm trying to say is it's this feeling of doing something and then it didn't pan out the way that you wanted it to pan out. Whether it was speaking about something or someone producing what they spoke about. You know, maybe you talk to someone and it just feels like what they're talking about is kind of not panning out with, it kind of worries you with what they're saying. Kind of. You're not really sure if you're going to be taken advantage of. That's the feeling that I'm getting. You're not really sure if you're going to be taken advantage of. This is the sense and the feeling that I'm getting right now. And what's crossing that is the Eight of Pentacles. So maybe work is kind of taking time away from understanding the if it's a relationship, it's like you want to understand how genuine it is, but either work or the situation or the location or something is separating you from that. Maybe the funds are not enough, but I see you like working hard, like you're trying to work as hard as you can to accomplish whatever you need to accomplish. In the crown, it's basically saying like what you're thinking is you're thinking that you're possibly not strong enough to carry all of the burdens that you're feeling right now. In the recent past, I see that you had went to start something, to explore something, but before that, You didn't have the patience. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Like, you were so tired of waiting because you had this expectation of some kind of success happening, and you lost the patience for it. So the drive for that project, that whatever was happening, made you just want to like escape and go travel, or you just wanted like a fresh new start from like this impatience that you had. Like you wanted to just like wash it off, and you wanted to like explore a little bit, and you were able to explore in the recent past, whether if it was traveling or understanding something new, or you started something new. You started something new because of the impatience that you had, and that was in the past. So you did something so that way you could change the mood, so you could change the feeling of whatever you were feeling before. So now I see like you're not rushing at making the changes like you used to. It's not as quick as it was before. Because I see you wanting to communicate. I see you wanting to say your truth. I see that you want to say, like really how it is, and I don't feel like you've been able to really. Like you've been trying to keep your patience. You're really holding such a weight that you feel like you're not strong enough to do, but you really are desiring to like explore more. If you have not vacationed, you're really wanting that vacation. You're really, really wanting to like set your sails and like just go somewhere. But you're wanting to be able to communicate something to be able to go somewhere. Whether you were wanting to start a project or you wanted to travel, or you wanted to do something, but you have this feeling of like, I need to go now. Like I need to leave now. Like, are you with me? Are you wanting to do this with me? Because like we need to figure this out now. But but you understand, either you understand or you're going to understand soon, but that you cannot make a decision now. And then that's going to cause you to speak up. Because after you speak up, there's going to be like this passionate drive and force inside of you. After you speak up with what you want to do, you're going to have this passionate force, and you're going to be thinking of starting money in a different way. You're going to either not accept the money that you were receiving, or you're not going to get the money that you were receiving, or money will change in a different way. But there's going to be either a fire sign or something very passionate, like very fiery driven. Someone's going to tell you that they're very passionate about something that they want to do, or you're going to be feeling very passionate about something you want to do. But it's going to be an idea that's going to ignite the both of you. And I see you not wanting to take charge of the opportunity of the financial investment. But I see that it's really funny because I see that you're still generous at the very end. I feel like you just want to have your say, and you want to make sure that it's stable and that it's going to be strong. And as long as it's strong and it's consistent, you don't have a problem with these ideas. You don't have a problem with starting something new. But you have to be working around strong people. You have to be working around consistent people. People that when they say something, they're going to do it. People when you expect them to do something, they're going to do it, so that way you can have faith in them. Because as long as you can have faith in people like that, you're very generous towards them, Virgo. You're very, very generous. But you're just waiting for that communication of that, like, fiery, like, driven passion. And once you feel that inside of you, then you can start having those ideas of really, like, researching on what it takes to either get that promotion, get that investment, or whatever it takes to get to the next step of your life. But I see like, I still see an impatience of money. And you really want to talk about it. You really, really, really want to talk about it. Okay. What I want to tell you this, Virgo. My final card is the Empress. And the Empress is someone who is financially stable, who is comfortable in their life, who is secure, who is the king of their castle, who is someone who can really control their domain, and who is confident, who can stand out in people and actually really feel good about themselves. And I want to remind you this, Virgo, that wherever you are, you have this persona about you that you are really well respected. So in the times that you feel that you don't have the strength, I want you to take this with you. I want to tell you this, and I really, really want you to keep it to heart. Whenever you feel like you don't have faith in yourself, and you feel like you're judging yourself by money, or you feel like you're judging yourself by income, I really want you to know that regardless if you have the money or not, there are people out there that really, really respect you. And it's because the way that you carry yourself. So regardless of your financial status, Virgo, you are someone who is just absolutely adored. You are loved, and sometimes people are too intimidated to even show it. So I want you to take that with you. And just understand that someone with such perfection, who is sometimes critical, it can be intimidating, but still is respected. And let that be something that helps you understand how wonderful you are, Virgo. And when you know this, the people around you can take from that and learn from that. Because you have no idea how much a great influence you have been for so many people around you. And maybe they don't admit it to you, but there are so many people that are just enamored by you. So remember that, okay? And that could be your groundwork. That could be something that you can start from whenever you feel like there's a lack. Because you can still dig yourself in your work, but I just want you to keep your mind free as well too, my dears. And just remember that you are an extremely hard worker. You are wonderful. And you don't need the bells and whistles. You don't need the extra, because you're just wonderful. Just the simple way that you are. Just the simple way that you are makes you wonderful. Just even your mind. Your mind is beautiful. Just that alone. So don't forget that, Virgo. So I see you at the end of this tarot reading really thriving. But the thing is that you have to picture in your mind exactly where you want to be. So remember, Jupiter will be in Scorpio for 12 months, but it's the groundwork for the next 12 years. It's the launching pad. And you need to know you need to start considering, how can I expand my income? What can I do that's the service to the people that makes me feel good? What can I do for my health issues? What can I do for my hygiene? What can I do with my employer? What can I do with my employees? What can I do to improve my life financially? What can I do as far as like what commitment and debts, and what do I want to carry on? You really have to consider that this month. I'm going to start a new series. It's going to start at the end of mid-April, end of April, around that time. As soon as these general readings are all done, I'm going to start an series to help everyone, and it's going to be based off of their zodiac. I'm going to show everybody what their weaknesses are, what their strengths are, and what choices and decisions they can make along with tarot, so that way they can kind of see outside the box, where it kind of helps them. And like always, you can always make any decision that you want, but sometimes when you see more answers than what is apparent, and you can kind of see like through another window, I want to be able to give that access for you. And if you'd like that access, please go ahead and press subscribe. And that way, as soon as that video is ready, you can go ahead and look at that video as well. And so, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a game plan from now until September, October.